starting kick!
Hey everyone, back again with another episode of Big Points Theory. Suj, what happened last week?
Hey. We must add to that opening sequence of the video there. It should be Captain Fire, Captain Kid, Captain Aguero. Because every time Aguero plays at home, he scores.
Yeah.
Captain Aguero at home.
No doubt. But we must also remove a certain team from there. I won't mention names.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see an abundance of their colors recently, so okay. Man, it's we can moan about that, or we can go to what people really want to know. Let's just check this week's FPL news. So, not a lot of injuries this week. Quite a few people actually returning, including Ericsson. I don't know if you guys did you watch the Champions League games or the highlights of the Tottenham game? I saw Ericsson was back.
Yeah, he got an assist to Kane's goal.
Yeah, did they win that game?
No, they drew 2-2.
Oh, right. Because, I mean, Tottenham, they've been they've been getting through their games, but I mean, definitely in terms of fantasy relevance, they've been poor, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a good thing that Ericsson's starting to come back. And Kyle Walker, well, he had an injury, but then he came on for the Champions League game. Tell me, who was the big, in the Champions League games, out of the fantasy assets, who wasn't there? I know Aguero was benched, and so was Bernardo Silva.
Yeah. But other than that, Mane played, Salah played.
Oh, okay. What did they do? I actually didn't, I just can't bring self-respecting. I respect myself enough not to watch that.
Oh, nice.
Well, because I might slip my wrist afterwards, after seeing our game.
Yeah, I suppose. Liverpool won 4-0. Mane missed the penalty but scored. Salah scored 2.
Okay.
And the fourth one, I can't remember who scored the fourth
So
one.
I'm assuming that Mane won't be doing any one finger push-ups still, but he clearly can score.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, we made Salah back in the reckoning again.
Okay. No, that's great. Well, let's move on to the players to watch for this week. Yeah, you can see I've got a nice sign there for Mane.
Last chance saloon.
Yeah, definitely last chance saloon. But with you saying that he scored, I mean, that might be something that will be relevant, you know?
Yeah.
I will say that the thing that happened last week is, you notice how almost all of the players you expected to perform just didn't.
It was a weird game week last, I must say.
Yeah, I mean, Alonso, nothing. Lacazette, nothing. Mane didn't play. Kane, worthless. Aguero, he did what he was supposed to. And of course, Salah also, he put his name up there. And that's what we're going to definitely go over him, I'm sure, later. But you know who's really been impressing me is the Bernardo Silva and David Silva. My word, I'm kicking myself from the time you told me we should bring him in.
If I'm not mistaken, David Silva scored now for them.
Yeah,
in the
he did. You can see this week in the players to watch, I've actually put him and Ozil next to each other. But I put Ozil slightly in front because actually Ozil was so imperious in that game on the weekend.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
No doubt, Ozil's in a better team.
Yeah, him and Aubameyang, they clearly have like a nice, relationship there. Yeah. The only thing is, I mean, Aubameyang with his, I don't understand why the last 2 games he's been, he was benched, and then he started he came on, and then he busted up 2 goals. I think both the last 2 game weeks.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter whether he starts or not, because either way, they're going to need him and he will score.
Yeah, no, agreed. You can see also we've got a nice sell sign here for Kane. I think if anybody still has Kane, jump ship now.
Yeah, it will fund that Mendy transfer in to bring Aguero also with Mendy.
Oh yeah, you're talking about Mendy. Oh my word, this guy, he hasn't played for weeks. He comes on, he gets a goal. I'm like,
10 points finishes or something like that.
Yeah, and I mean his ownership numbers, I'm sure, are like skyrocketing. I haven't actually checked recently.
Look, the fixtures aren't the greatest for the next 3 weeks, so.
But does it not just seem like him and maybe Aguero and Hazard, they seem to be like fixture proof? I mean,
That is true, yeah. But I mean, all owners just don't have cash laying around to get those owners in,
Yeah, but just consider this though. Imagine you're spending 6.4 say on Mendy, but you're spending 6.8 on say a Richarlison or a Sigurdsson or a Walcott. Totally nothing, and more people
Well,
that didn't perform.
yeah, I get what you're saying though.
Yeah, and I mean the mid price options, right? I'm sure a lot of people will be thinking, how are they gonna change their teams? And it's hard because there's a lot of good differentials out there, but none of them are really performing. I mean, even guys like Frazier and stuff like that, they're heading into some
Yeah,
horrific.
don't you think that's a good thing? Don't you think that's what was making fantasy boring? The template teams for the first season, and I don't know how long. There's no real template team. I mean, when last did you hear we 10 games into the season and we don't know who the proper front three Owens should actually be?
You're right, there. You're definitely right. It's very weird. It's weird.
Now I love it. It's good.
Yeah,
I
but
think
but also means you suffering. I'm
yeah.
suffering, and suffering for other reasons too. Hint,
I see
hint.
Lukaku's goal drought is yeah.
Do you know Lee Sharp came out and he was like, "Oh my word, I've never seen a forward with such a bad touch." I'm like, is this Michael Owen or is this Lee Sharp? Because clearly he hasn't seen one person that we all know best, Juan Roman Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, okay, enough of our squabbles and our pathetic team. Let's say that shit. Let's go straight to our captain picks for this week.
Yeah.
Whoa, some embarrassing stuff being shown there. Right, here we go.
Yeah, they
Okay,
can be only three.
so, okay, yeah, so we obviously, as we mentioned, we're kind of shrinking it down to three. I think most of the time, like you said, there really hasn't been room to choose a lot, you know? So,
Yeah.
quickly, let's go down with Aguero. I mean, do we really have to say much, or is any stat relevant for this week?
Well, with Aguero, I know he's playing Spurs away and stuff, but I mean, I put him there because his stats you can't look away from him. I mean, he's got 35 penalty area touches, and that's like in the penalty area. He's touched the ball 35 times, and normally these big strikers' penalty area touches usually turns into a goal because I mean they're right there by the goals. I mean, you know.
Yeah, and
So I mean,
this.
so
Sorry,
he's got
continue.
5 big chances and 5 goals and 1 assist. So I mean, he doesn't get much away from home, but it is Spurs, and I think City will definitely beat Spurs. I'm going out there and I'm just saying it.
Yeah, I also do, look. I mean, Ericsson's going to be a little bit of the wild card, but I mean, I think you're right. Aguero can score against anybody. He's proven he will, and he's a solid captain. I think, even though he's playing Spurs.
Yeah,
Can you tell me is he playing away from home or at
playing
home?
away from home. Yeah,
Oh, he's playing away from home. Okay, but I mean, now City they destroying everyone, so yeah,
yeah,
I
that's
don't
a
see anything
that's,
different. So okay, and then let's go for this year's Mister Eden Hazard.
yeah. He's also playing away from home, but I think he's playing Burnley. He also got 35 penalty touches, so you see he's basically in there and thereabout. And I mean, what more can we say about Hazard besides the United blip? The rest of it, he was scoring goals, and he'll continue to score goals.
Okay. Oh, what can you tell me about like Burnley? Like, why would I see
Well,
them?
Burnley still from the last game, they still conceded the most big chances out of everyone, and I mean, if
Oh,
you
okay.
concede such big chances out of everyone in the league, you sure gonna bet that Hazard's gonna get something in there. Even Alonso, but I'm more betting Hazard.
Yeah. I mean, I noticed that with the captain picks, they kind of like a lot of this these two at least Hazard and Aguero. There's a lot of consistency, but not like explosions, right?
Yeah,
Not really explosions. We're
yeah.
seeing that from like weird people like Mendy and stuff like that.
The problem with Hazard is he's under injury. He's got a bit of a back injury. That's why he's not included in tonight's Europa game. So,
Really?
yeah. So I saw it on that Prem injuries, and I usually trust the zones. So normally, what I was thinking is like even if they like spare him minutes and he comes on, he'll probably still score. But I mean, until I hear the press conference properly, then only will I really throw the captaincy onto him.
Okay. So you actually gonna hold off from picking him as captain?
But if you have any Liverpool players, that's the ones I'm going for.
Wow. Okay. Well, look. Some people will clearly have had the faith with kept the faith with some of their Liverpool players. Although, hey, there's no stats to back them up whatsoever. They've been blanking in the last few weeks. But I will say that Salah's underlying stats actually look pretty good. So, okay, just tell me what you want to say about Salah first, and then we can discuss it.
I agree with you when you say his underlying stats are actually quite good because I mean, like I said with Hazard and Aguero, they got 35 penalty touches. This one's got 41. He's
Yeah,
got 17 goal attempts, 14 goal attempts inside the box, three big chances, and he's only got two goals. So basically, he's not converting those chances into goals.
yeah,
But I mean, it's going to be for so long. Plus, I like to look at the bookies odds, and they got
yeah.
Salah to score more goals than both these odds. Yeah.
So I just want to swap around these guys so I can show a little bit of it because this color is not the best. Hazard, right? So actually, if you look at this, some of the stats here quickly, you can see that when it comes to like okay, so assists they pretty similar. Shots, I mean, they're not. He's not far off from these other two. Even on target, I mean, he's actually had more on target, and he's clearly attempting like similar assists, you know. But
Yeah.
the key one that I want you to check here is this one here, this bonus points effort. Can you see that he's far lower than the other
Yeah.
two?
Because he's missing chances. That's
Yeah,
why.
he's missing the chances, so he's gaining none of the bonus points. And to
Exactly.
be honest, I mean, again, out of all of these guys, I'm seeing consistency, but no one really blowing up. So even with Salah, I think even if he does start scoring, I don't know if he's gonna really explode or is he more gonna just like put one or two away. And I don't know if that necessarily justifies his price yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
clearly
But
not the player of. He's not doing what he did last season.
yeah, I
And
suppose.
I
But
think Hazard might. Sorry, go ahead.
you really want to go with the Liverpool player this week because I mean that they're the only ones playing at home. With a
Yeah,
good feet. The
and they're
other
playing to
teams,
Cardiff, right? And don't Cardiff like also have like a
yeah,
horrible.
they're the local whooping boys.
Yes, they. I think they bottom, aren't they?
Yeah,
Okay,
uh,
so it's not, I mean, look, you are taking a bit of a punt because you're basically hoping Liverpool are recovering from their little blips that they've had now. But
yeah,
yeah, I guess I mean, look, I guess I would also go for you if you're really feeling like you don't want to take a chance, and probably Aguero is your man. Especially with like City unstoppable at the moment. But okay, so just before we go, I was actually thinking let's quickly cover maybe one or two differentials. We haven't actually really spoken that much about Aubameyang, you know.
I was just about to say Arsenal. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean Arsenal are playing pretty well. They haven't lost since I think they lost like the opening two, and they haven't lost a game since.
exactly.
And I
And they
mean,
play.
you know, I hear United fans saying, "Oh, I love the way Arsenal play," and we're like, "Yo, Sanchez is kicking himself for joining United. Yo, kicking himself. He would have been top of the polls right now if he was still there."
Follow the money. Go for it.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the way it goes. So, Aubameyang, like, is there? To me, I would have actually maybe punted him this week, but I think the fact that he's been on the bench a couple of times, like, it makes me too like, I'm too concerned that he'll be on the bench again. There must be a reason why he's being benched, even though
Yeah.
he has scored twice. And look at this, he's getting like tick points, you know,
Look, I'm
15 and
waiting for
12 in the
tonight's
last two.
game. See what
But
happens.
just look at the minutes played. I mean, there's something not kosher there.
Yeah, but I mean, he still got 6 goals and 2 assists. So
Yeah. So I mean, look, if someone wants to take a differential, a total chance, and they're playing Crystal Palace away, okay, and Crystal Palace they've been nothing. They haven't really done anything. So to
ciao,
me, I would actually even consider maybe even Ozil as captain, Ozil or Aubameyang as a differential. Like if you're not happy with the other choices,
Yeah. What's that over there?
who is this?
I thought I saw our team there. Not looking too good.
Oh, my God, yeah, I know. So one more thing, or last thing is I wanted to show you Salah's heat map. In the last few games, you can see he's actually racking up a lot of passes and whatever. And when I look at his heat map from game week to game week, from the start to now, he's actually been very consistent. He's staying in and around that area. So, like you said, it's just like luck needs to just fall for him, and then he'll be on his way.
Exactly. But
Yeah,
still, 12.8, that's a lot to find and reinvest in him if you don't have him.
yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
Oh, way.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's it for this week, and hopefully you guys will pick well. And uh, I'm sure nothing can be worse than the last couple of weeks.
Woo. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, cheers.